This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
Giving babies dignity in death. A local organization gives babies abandoned by their parents at hospitals a proper burial. Good evening to you. I'm Mark Mullins. A problem you might have never known existed. RTV6's Stephanie Wade shows us the group making sure no baby who dies is forgotten.
For unknown circumstances, hospitals say every year they are left with babies who died at birth by mothers never to return. But that's when this organization steps in. He Knows Your Name Ministries gives these babies a name, a gown, and a proper burial.
Your life mattered. Even though I don't know you, and even though you're a stranger to me, your life matters.
Spending just 2 hours on Earth, this baby's mother abandoned him at a local hospital. But Linda Zanaco claimed him, gave him a name of baby Stephen Joseph, a gown, and a proper burial. Babies born over 20 weeks old are required to be buried or cremated by law. Hospitals try at length to reach parents or family members. If unsuccessful after a certain point, they reach out to Zanaco with He Knows Your Name Ministries. She signs legally binding paperwork all the way from the hospital to the funeral home to the cemetery, where she's buried now 21 abandoned babies.
The lost part of the baby is really sad. And then I get to claim this baby and do something beautiful with the fact that the baby was lost. The baby now for me is found.
Working for you, Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
Community Health Network partners with the He Knows Your Name Ministries. And 2 years ago, Community Health told us up to 10 babies were abandoned each year at their hospitals. Now that number is down to 5. They say they've improved their bereavement services, and that's helping to lower abandonment rates. After months of searching, the handler for Butler University's mascot Blue 3 has found a kidney donor. Earlier this year, Michael Mark got some dire news that he needed a transplant within 4 to 5 years or he'll die. Problem is, it could take at least that long to get a kidney with more than 1,000 people in Indiana on the waiting list. They began testing Mark's family right away, but doctors told him to keep looking for donors in case his family was not a match. Well, that's when he turned to social media. The response was overwhelming. Now he wants to use his platform to educate others and spread the word about kidney donation.
There's a lot of other people who are in my shoes who don't have maybe the network of support that I do, who are just left to the list, and their time may run out before the list provides a donor for them.
Just this week, they found out Mark's brother was a match, and the surgery has been scheduled for next month. The Salvation Army of Central Indiana is hoping you can ring up a little more Christmas spirit on their behalf. The charity is way behind when it comes to donations, and just last night, someone stole a red kettle from Plainfield that was full of money. So far this year, the Salvation Army has collected $154,000 from the Red Kettle campaign. It's only 30% of their $800,000 kettle goal. Officials say knowing a thief stole a kettle full of money that would have provided assistance for local families is devastating.
It was truly a low day for us that someone would take that red kettle, not just the kettle, but the whole stand was missing. So $300 in equipment, and there's no knowing how much money was in that kettle. It could have been anywhere from $200 to $400. So $700 that would have went directly to our programming, to the people that we help, to the families that we know. It's detrimental to us.
This year, we have less days between Black Friday and Christmas, and the Salvation Army says that is contributing to lower donation numbers. There is also a lack of volunteers, which means less kettles are out. But there is still time for you to donate or volunteer if you want to help out.
And let's start with a couple of light rain showers to the south and east of Indy. Here's Indianapolis. We drive on I-74 here near Greensburg, between Greensburg and Rushville. That will zip up between Rushville and Connorsville and eventually Richmond. Showers will be light, especially northwest of a line from, say, Evansville to around Greensburg. That's where your rain will be a little more noticeable south and east. We made it to 44 today. We'll celebrate that. 46 in Lafayette. Temperatures down to the south around that 50-degree mark. We're down to 41 now. A slow temperature drop because of the cloud cover and the showers again in the southeast portion of the area. I do think may have a snowflake or two mix in by morning. Here are the metro area temperatures, all within a degree degree or two of 40. Through the evening hours, lots of cloud cover, and that will slow the temperature drop. Temperature 37 by 11 o'clock. As we go through the overnight, the shield of showers will push to the east. There we are at 7 a.m. By the time we get to mid-morning, that will be off to the east. We'll break down more significant weather to talk about for your Sunday coming up.
It has been more than 8 years since IU student Lauren Spear disappeared in Bloomington, and her whereabouts, so they're still unknown. But this weekend, the case will get some new attention. On Saturday night at 8 o'clock, the CNN headline news series Real Life Nightmare will air an episode called Night of No Return. It will focus on the Spear disappearance in 2011, June of that year. The 20-year-old student was last seen partying with friends just after 4 a.m. that day. The IUPUI Police Department is celebrating a rare achievement. Today, the department held its annual award ceremony. And while the ceremony happens every year, one of the honors, the Life-Saving Award, is only given when an officer has saved a life as a direct result of their actions. Well, this year they have not one, but rather two recipients of this major award. That includes Officer Jason Burton, who overheard a call about a suicidal person near the campus. Officer Burton was close by, so he went to the scene and found a man hanging from a ladder at a construction site. Officer Burton cut the man down and tended to his wounds until the ambulance arrived.
This is the stuff we do every day. It's one of those calls that unfortunately you don't want to have to take it, but I'm just glad that I was able to be close and be able to help this guy in his time of need.
And you probably hope you never have to do that again.
I sure hope I never have to do that again, yes.
The other Life-Saving Award recipient is IUPUI Police Chief Doug Johnson. In the span of a week, he used the Heimlich maneuver to save 2 people from choking to death in 2 separate incidents. A local group wants to see families with food on the table, not just on Christmas, but on the days leading up to Christmas. We were there as the Reverend Richard Hunter Ministries Christmas Help Program reached its final phase, distribution to area families. Each food package contains a week's worth of groceries. That's rice, cereal, veggies, fruits, you name it.
And the reason we're doing it is because we want to help people at Christmas time. The real reason for Christmas is Christ, and the real reason for Christmas is His gift to us. I'll do this until the Lord says, don't do it no more.
Reverend Richard Hunter formed this ministry 22 years ago. At first, he used his own money to buy groceries for about 60 families. Since then, with the help of donations and partners, the ministry feeds about 500 families during the holidays. Well, it continues to happen. More families reporting that hackers have someone gain access to their home on security cameras there. The question tonight, can anything be done to stop it? Also, do you have a Venmo account? If so, we'll tell you why you should check your settings and make a couple of quick changes.
Watch all morning long for your chance to win.
This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
Now to the growing number of cyber attacks on home security systems across the country. Hackers gaining access to cameras, using them to watch and talk to unsuspecting families inside their living rooms and bedrooms. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has the alarming new videos and why experts believe this keeps happening.
New disturbing cases of hackers breaking into Ring home security systems,
taking pictures of baby I'm asleep,
using the popular device to spy on and even extort residents.
Pay this 50 Bitcoin ransom or else you will get terminated yourself right now.
In Kansas, someone peering into the Norris family's living room,
Back down.
commenting on their every move.
That tree is looking really, really good, guys. No, put me down. Put me down. I have feelings.
Our daughter's still creeped out. She couldn't fall asleep that night.
And in Connecticut, this hacker's voice,
Can you come here? I can't hear you.
following a woman
Come here.
from room to room.
I feel violated. Somebody was looking at my home, looking at my family, watching us.
Ring saying in a statement, we have no evidence of an unauthorized intrusion or compromise of Ring's systems or network, with experts explaining this is all part of a larger security issue impacting the ever-growing market for home devices connected to the internet.
It's not a breach of Ring accounts. It's that they're finding breached passwords and usernames from other incidents totally unrelated, and then checking to see if users of Ring accounts have reused passwords on multiple services.
And Ring says there are several things you can do to protect your security, including using strong passwords, updating them regularly, and as inconvenient as it may feel, using different passwords for everything you do online. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, check your settings the next time you use your Venmo app. Scammers have been taking advantage of what you share publicly. See, when you sign up, your transactions are automatically set to appear on a public feed. So that means anyone, anywhere can see your username. BuzzFeed reports scammers are now using that info to send people dozens of payment requests in hopes that they'll mistakenly pay one. Well, Venmo has a policy against harassment. If this happens to you, be sure to report the usernames. You can change your settings to friends only or private to control who sees your transactions. Video doorbells are a holiday hot gift there. We're helping you find the best option and helping you keep your camera secure once you get one.
And we'll talk about the timing of Sunday snow and potential freezing rain mixing in, what that may impact your morning drive on Monday. Coming up.
Port fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Package theft is a big problem, especially this time of year, and it may have you thinking about gifting a video doorbell or buying one for yourself. Annie Taylor looks at the top options.
Just being able to see my surroundings and outside and what's going on when I'm not capable of always looking out front.
Safety and security is #1 for Mom Haley McDonald. She runs a business out of her home. Haley receives packages nearly every day. And with package theft happening more frequently, Haley decided to purchase a video doorbell.
Someone's at the front door.
The biggest benefit of a video doorbell is simply peace of mind.
Dan Raklowski with Consumer Reports says if you're thinking about buying a video doorbell, there are 4 top options, all offering different features. First up, the Google Nest Hello, selling for around $229.
The Google Nest Hello offers the fastest response time. That means the time it takes from when someone presses the doorbell or motion is detected to when you get an alert on your smartphone.
Next, the WiseNet Cam D1, also selling for around $229.
Offers the best video quality of any of the models we've seen, which, very important if you want to see who's snooping around.
And the August Doorbell Cam Pro offers a feature that most do not.
It offers what's called color night vision. So usually when you see night vision, it'll be in black and white. But this model, it has a built-in floodlight, so it lights up whoever's there at the door, which is kind of nice, and will give you a cleaner video in the dark.
But if you don't have a doorbell, Ring Doorbell 2 for $129 will be your best option because it's battery-powered.
It's one of the few doorbells you can buy that has a built-in battery, and that's great because not all homes have doorbell wiring.
Both Dan and Haley say if you're considering purchasing a video doorbell and want to store the video that's recorded off your device, there is a monthly fee, typically charging around $5 to $10 a month to store.
It always feels good just to feel so comfortable at your house and just to know what's going on.
I'm Annie Taylor reporting.
A woman in Texas was a multi-millionaire, but it was only for a day, and it turned out to be a mistake. Ruth Balloon was checking her bank account while she was at work in Dallas, and that's when she found out she had a balance of $37 million. Ruth initially hoped that she had a secret Santa, but after a call to her bank, she found out it was only a clerical error. The bank apologized and took back the money. But she says she did take a screen grab of her big bank balance so she can tell people that she was rich, if only just for a few minutes. You have another opportunity to contribute to the RTV6 toy drive if you're headed to tomorrow night's Indy Fuel game. Be sure to bring along a teddy bear or stuffed animal. You don't want to miss the teddy bear toss. When the Fuels score their first goal of the game, everyone will be encouraged to throw their stuffed toy onto the ice. They'll be collected and added to the toy drive. The puck drops tomorrow at 6:05 at the Indiana Farmers Coliseum. Look at that. It's just that easy, right?
I'm going to toss one to you.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. I thought I was
There
on
you go.
TV.
There you go. Yeah, and then it lands on the ice. And then they scoop it up.
What's pretty cool, then they spread them all out in another room. You got to dry them because they're on the ice briefly.
Right.
And then on Monday, they're all collected and then they'll be distributed the week of the 16th.
Making so many kids happy.
Pretty cool stuff. And the best part is that other teddy bears will land on you before they make it to the ice. Sunday night snow may mix with freezing rain. That's what we've got to watch. And that's the unsettled part of the forecast. This is not set in stone how this will play out. How much moisture goes to snow, how much becomes some freezing rain, or just plain old rain, especially south of Indy. There's your rain on radar now. This is light rain, shower activity really from Greensburg over to Rushville and to Connorsville and Richmond. That's the best chance for additional showers through the overnight. Will be east and southeast of Indianapolis. 42, the high temperature tomorrow, mainly a dry day. It will be colder Sunday. That plays into, obviously, the arrival of the next storm system that will bring with it snow and then a wintry mix. So what happens is you get the cold air at ground level. The warmer air comes in over the top. That's how you change snowflake into what becomes freezing rain, and we'll keep our eye on that. During the day tomorrow, temperatures start just above freezing. We'll be to around 40 by the time we get to noon. Afternoon readings of 42. We hit 44 today, as I showed you just a couple minutes ago. Other Saturday temperatures at or above 40 degrees. Perhaps we see a little sunshine, but I think clouds win the battle. Noticeably colder on Sunday, dry most of the day. Our chance for snow will increase as we get to the evening hours. Let's pick up the timeline Sunday at 4 p.m. The gray is cloud cover. Move over here and you can watch from southwest to northeast. An advancing area of some very light snow. Between 7 and 11, it starts to really expand across central Indiana. See the pink that starts to show up here? That would be some freezing rain. Some models bring that as far north as Indianapolis, or a little more to the north than that as we go through the overnight into Monday morning, slowly coming to an end, but it may leave the impact of some slick conditions for the morning hours on Monday. 3 of the forecast models bring between 1 and 2 inches of snow, and you can see in most cases, 1 to 2, and then an isolated higher amount. As far as our Storm Shield app, it's a great thing to have, not just for thunderstorms and what we think of severe weather, but it puts you in control of the radar so you can kind of time out for yourself as well when snow may be arriving. Wintry mix Monday, temperature climbs above the freezing mark. It feels much colder as we get to Tuesday, 28 for the high. Morning temperatures will drop into the teens by the time we get to Wednesday morning, 15 degrees. We bounce back a little bit. A week from today, we'll be back into the lower 40s. He looks very comfortable, doesn't he?
Yeah, he likes sitting right there.
We'll just leave him there then.
All right. Enjoy the break, and you too.
Some select models.
It's the Colts and Saints on Monday Night Football right here on RTV6. Our countdown to kickoff show begins at 7:30. Sports Director Dave First, Brad Brown, and former Colt Ryan Deem will discuss the big matchup. The Colts and Saints kick off at 8:15. It's all Monday night right here on RTV6. If you are thinking about making a big change in your life, consider packing up and moving to the heartland. Topeka, Kansas is the latest city to offer pay people to move there. So you can get $10,000 for staying at least 1 year. They'll give you $15,000 if you buy and fix up a house. This is the first year Topeka officials are offering this incentive. You'll have to formally apply through their website to qualify. The offer is available for up to 60 people. Secret Santa can apparently bring out the Scrooge in millennials. According to a report by JobSite, a majority of workers between the ages of 23 and 38 are not fans of the holiday tradition. They point to the financial burden that comes with it. The report found that 73% of millennial workers participate in Secret Santa even though they say they can't afford it. 26% said that they had to dip into their savings to contribute. To make matters worse, 17% said they felt other colleagues actually judged them based on their gifts. Those colored lights that you see in the distance from our Salesforce camera are the lights at the zoo, and tonight the zoo is celebrating that once again, Christmas at the zoo is ranked among the nation's best. Christmas at the zoo was voted 6th for USA Today's 10 best zoo lights in the nation. This is the zoo's 4th top 10 finish in the past 5 years. Christmas at the zoo continues through December 30th. And congratulations to the Carmel Christkindl Market. It's been named the best holiday market in North America in a poll by USA Today's 10 best travel media group. The Christkindl Market is in its 3rd year. Last year, it drew more than 325,000 visitors, and this year more vendor huts were added. The market runs through Christmas Eve, but will be closed on Monday and Tuesday of next week. Physics doesn't have to be boring. A community college professor in Virginia is making sure his students are entertained while they're learning. He's got enthusiasm in spades, and now he's entertaining the world on social media. Look at this. David Wright's classroom antics have gone viral. Whether he's lying in a nail bed or jumping on a pogo stick, Professor Wright says that his goal is to get students to care.
To get them excited about science, not just to learn it and pass the test. I want them to leave the class thinking, this is amazing. We can understand the entire world around us now.
Professor Wright has taught at Tidewater Community College for about 40 years. He was named Professor of the Year in 2017. And you can easily see why, right?
It looks like he's riding on a leaf blower there.
You never know what he's going to be on, right?
Maybe we can take the class online. Yeah, we're thinking. Temperatures, they're in the upper 30s to low 40s right now. The showers will stay with us through the overnight, maybe a snowflake mixing in. That's mainly to the east and southeast of Indy.
All right, that does it for us here at 7 o'clock. Thanks for being here with us at RTV6. We'll see you back here tonight at 11.